Want to know how to become the fastest player in Palworld? In this video, I'm going to show you. Disclaimer, this is going to be endgame based. I've seen so many other videos covering mid-game, early game builds for speed. This is full endgame, level 50. You've been warned. Our end goal is to get a Jet Dragon with Legend and Swift, and a Gale Claw with Legend and Swift. Now you can also get Legend Swift plus Nimble, or Legend Swift plus Runner, but that just takes a lot more breeding of the same pals. So if you were to breed your Gale Claw that had these passives on it with another Gale Claw that had these passives on it multiple times until you finally got the extra little 10% movement speed with Nimble or 20% with Runner, you should do that. But I'm going to show in this video the core passives you need, and then you can build off of it in your own way. Obviously you don't need Vanguard, and on here I also have Divine Dragon. You don't need that for the fastest, but you can build off of these core passives. Step 1 is to get a Jet Dragon. Now Jet Dragons can be found on this location on the map, down here at the boss. There are no other current spawns for Jet Dragons on the map. And all you need to do is capture 2 Jet Dragons of opposing genders. It does take some time, as I had to capture about 8 before I got 1 male and 1 female, but that's all you really need to do. If you do not know how to breed, I have this video on breeding right here. It's very basic, very simple, but it gets the job done. Now, if we come over here, we see we have these 2 Jet Dragons. As long as they have the Legend trait, that's all we're looking for. As long as only one of them has the Legend trait, actually, that's all we're looking for. As you can see, the Legend trait has the movement speed increase, and that's what we want. We are going to get Runner just by breeding them constantly, and it'll eventually get Runner. That's how I did it. It took about 80 or so Jet Dragons. I don't believe I have any of them left. If you saw the YouTube short, you saw me sell all of them. I have a couple, but you'll get offspring that'll be like just Swift or Legend Divine Dragon or just stuff like this. And you really just have to go through all the offspring until you get the one you want, which would be, for me, in this case, Swift and Legend. Do that movement speed increase. If you want to get those extra, like Swift and Nimble, or Swift and Runner, then you can breed for longer and get those traits, or crossbreed to get those traits. But these are the core traits that you'll need, and I won't be going over that in this video. Now, breeding these eggs takes an hour minimum. Even with heating and other conditions, you can only get down to an hour. With no heating and nothing, it's an hour 20. I have this whole breeding setup that has helped me get through the 80, 90 eggs that got me to this Jet Dragon. But you will have a lot of Jet Dragons that get close to what you want, but they're not exactly what you want. And you can start swapping out your current breeding Jet Dragons for ones that have better enchants, higher, like better likelihood of getting what you want. Say you get one with just Swift, you can throw them in there in place of the male with Legend and stuff like that. It's really your own working system, but this is all you really need to do to get the best Jet Dragon in the game. There's no real crossbreeding, it's just Jet Dragon, and then let it happen. Now the reason I include Gale Claw in here as well, obviously Jet Dragon is insanely fast and will help you with most of your jobs. If you go into a dungeon per se, or you're going through a cave, you don't really have that mobility with Jet Dragon. You can obviously place him down and run around, but if you want to use other pals, let's say I want to use my Hawk, I don't have that movement still, and I could be easily hurt. That boss just got destroyed. But basically what I'm saying is we can, with a Gale Claw, you can go around, you know, shooting with any weapon. It really helps navigating and going around your base and stuff like that. So this is why I include the Gale Claw. If you're just looking for the Jet Dragon, you should click off the video now, because we're going to get into the details of how to get this Gale Claw Legend and Swift. Now there are many different ways to crossbreed down into the Legend Gale Claw. The way I like to do it, and the way I did do it, was first you're going to come over here. Oh, that's not my map. Here we go. And get yourself a Frost Stallion. Now, if you don't already have a Gale Claw, you're going to want to come to this location. These are the Gale Claw habitats, and you're going to want to get yourself a Gale Claw. It doesn't really matter what enchants they have. Preferably you get, you know, one that doesn't have like bad enchants, but it really doesn't really matter at this point in the crossbreeding. Let's see what this guy got. So, oh wow, we got Swift first. That's actually really lucky, but he's got Destructive. Because when you get more negative traits, you're just going to have to breed more and more until you get lucky and don't get those negative traits on the one you want. But yeah. This is where it gets complicated. We want to get the legend trait from Frostallion down onto our Gale Claw. So first of all, we're going to breed Frostallion and Gale Claw together until we get an Anubis with legend and whatever enchants we want, because that creates Anubis. Then we're going to breed the Anubis. I bred it with a Mao. You can also breed it with a Chickpea. I believe there's one more, but I did it with a Mao just because the enchants were better for me personally. Anyway, it doesn't really matter who you do it with. You can do a Chickpea, Mao, it doesn't matter. You breed your Anubis with a Mao to get a Gale Claw. And you do that over and over and over again until you get a Gale Claw with the legend trait. Then once you get your Gale Claw with your legend trait, you can start crossbreeding or you can just start locally breeding your Gale Claws until you get exactly what you want, which I did to get my Swift and legend on my Gale Claw. And yeah, after a couple hundred eggs, you'll be flying around the map in no time. Obviously, if you want, you know, to have your sub... Oh, these guys are jumping me. If you want to have your sub traits like Nimble and Swift, not Swift, Nimble and Runner on top of Swift and Legend, you can breed and get those. It just takes a lot of time. And Legend and Swift are going to be the main driving forces of the movement speed anyways. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped. And I will see you guys in the next video.